Ideas and opinions they advance do not necessarily reflect those of this station, its staff, nor of its trustees.
Well, it's airtime. Where the hell are they?
Oh, I don't know. I can hardly be responsible for these people.
Well, we're going to have to fill them. We're on the air. Can you get out there?
Just because these people...
I mean, you know,
it's
look...
an Anglo-Saxon religion.
Look, you know, this really looks bad. Just get out there, okay? Just say something. Anything. Just say something. Say something.
I've got to say... I have to... Good evening. Tonight's People in Cause is entitled The Minnesota Druid, and examines the plight of the Druid in Minnesota. That is, it was to examine the plight of the Druid in Minnesota, except they don't seem to be here at the moment. However, I'm sure if you're patient, just hang on for a few moments, they'll soon be here. I don't normally do this sort of thing. Announcing, that type of thing. I'm normally behind the camera. I'm what's called a floor director. And essentially what I do is I cue people when they start at the beginning of the show, and then periodically during the show I show them these cue cards. They have numbers on them. It's 20 here, there's a 7, down here we have a 12. This indicates how many minutes there are left in the show, so that they know how to fill out the time. Essentially, I'm a sort of means of communication between the director and the people doing the show. At the end of it, I gesture like this, and they stop talking, and then we roll credits and things, and the program comes to an end. You see it every night on television. I also fade lights and do things like that occasionally, and generally see that everything runs smoothly. Probably doesn't sound much to you, but it's quite an important job, really. Look, I don't seem to be doing too good at this. Do you suppose we could play some music or something like that? I mean, they do it all the time at the BBC. It's quite acceptable. You know, I can't... You still haven't heard from them? I mean, I can't go out there. They just talk about... I don't know anything about these people. Some obscure Celtic religion coming here. I didn't even think they had these sort of people in Minnesota. That Schwarzwald's not here to see this. I mean, come on. Well, still no news from the Druids. Look, you really don't have to sort of hang around watching me and this. There are plenty of other stations in town that you could be watching. On Channel 11, for instance, there's Mary Hartman, terribly amusing show. Or you could be watching Dave Moore on Channel 4, news at 10. 5 has also got the news with aging hippie Walt Lyons as a weatherman. 9 also has a news program. I'm not sure who's doing it down there at the moment, but I'm sure you'll find it more entertaining than this. I mean, we don't mind. I realise you're loyal viewers and this type of thing, but these people aren't here, and there's not really a lot we can do. They don't seem to be going away. Look, do you suppose we could do something with those other people? Yeah, I mean, they've been hanging around here for a few weeks now, but that would seem a suitable opportunity to get them out of the place. I mean, they do have a cause, after all. Well, as fate has it, we do have another group of people available who also happen to have a cause. So if you'll just bear with us for a moment, we're going to start the show over again. If you'll just hang on there for a few moments. I think you'll find it equally as entertaining as the Druid show. Well, perhaps entertaining isn't the right word. I mean, really do entertain down here at KDCA, but be informative. I wonder if you could just keep this little thing to yourself. I mean, this whole thing tonight, it's rather embarrassing for me. And you know, I don't telephone the station or write any letters or anything like that. It's really doesn't put me in a very good light, and it hasn't been a very good week for me. I can't seem to get any heat going in my apartment. My car's broken down, and well, what with one thing and another, haven't been really having a very good time of it just recently. So, are we ready to start again? Good. We're going to start again.
People and Causes is an open forum designed to let the people be heard. It presents individuals and citizen groups promoting in their own way the causes they feel are important. These programs are produced in their entirety by the people presenting them, and the views, ideas, and opinions they advance do not necessarily reflect those of this station, its staff, nor of its trustees.
If you're still watching this program, you must be pretty dissatisfied with the news on the other stations. Or maybe you've just fallen asleep. But who can blame you? You aren't really interested in nasty wars and catastrophes in far-off foreign countries. You don't really care about bank robberies, political scandals, moonshots, or Mars probes. Most news programs cover exciting events. And let's face it, you aren't very exciting. The most exciting thing that ever happens to you is getting new wiper blades for the station wagon, or maybe going to a sale on day-old bread. All things considered, most people are pretty dull, just like you. In a democratic society, you, the majority, should be able to hear news about boring, everyday occurrences, the kind that fill your shallow little lives. You deserve a news program that's as insipid, jejune, and insignificant as you are. So sit back and relax in your slightly tacky middle-class living rooms while we bring you Plunge, a different kind of news experience.
Good evening, and welcome to Plunge, the television news show that dares to be boring.